Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me for during my coffee break. So today it's been I don't think I've been coming up to the coffee break for the last 2 days because for the last 2 days I've been very focused on creating my content for a 10-day speak up challenge. So, for those of you who's joining me the first time, I'm Michelle Quay. I'm a confident and leadership coach who work with negative self talker to get them to become the most confident person in the room by letting go of their judgment. So I've been working on this 10-day speak up challenge. And, when people say, oh, I don't need to speak up, yeah, you totally do need to speak up. If you have a business, you own a business, and you're not speaking up, you're not doing more live feed, you're not doing more this, then dude, you're missing out. So when I first started my company, when I first started this coaching and seminar company, I was struggling. I was totally struggling with finding the venue who would allow me to do live events, workshops, and just having a space to conduct these one-on-one and group meeting. So I was struggling with that. And so I decided, you know what? Screw them. I'm going to bring everything to online and I'm going to do everything online. So right now, I built my whole business working remotely. I have clients who lives in another part of the country, and I have no idea where they're from. And so I have clients working like that, and then I do live event like this. So I do Facebook live event, I do Instagram live event, and I do YouTube. YouTube is something that I'm building. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and hit that button right there and you can subscribe to my channel. I would totally love and appreciate your support and your loving, your kindness. So today I want, yeah, so going back, sometimes I lose track of what I was talking about. So today, I spend all my day working on uploading materials for the 10-day speak up challenge. And I keep encouraging people to speak up because so many times we're not speaking up. Like there's things that we believe in, there's things about ourselves that we truly believe that we're different and we're unique, and yet we don't step up to the plate and honoring ourselves by speaking up, whether it's a politic opinion, whether it's a belief that you have, whether it's about your business, talking about your business. I go to networking event where people, I kid you not, when people stand up and they're doing their 30-second speech. And I remember just right before we locked down, I was in a restaurant, and this woman, she owns the restaurant, and she was standing and she was describing how what her restaurant is all about. It's a Thai restaurant, and the way that she was presenting was like, yeah, I have this restaurant, and I hope I can help people, and I'm from Thailand, and all these food are very authentic. I'm like, you need to come and talk to me because I need to speak to you so that you can learn how to speak up. And this is not to say struggle with speaking up. So when I first started my company, I didn't know, how to tie the story brand. If you read Donald Miller's story brand, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm a big fan of Donald Miller. Yes, right here. Um, so in the story brand, it talked about, how do you craft your message? How do you position your company, yourself, as the mentor, as the guy who's helping the hero going through that journey, right? And that's how you come up with your 30-second pitch, elevator pitch, and that's how you come up with your a brand that you create for your company or for your coaching business. Whatever that you do, we all need that message that we're sending out to people. And so when I first started my coaching company, I was struggling with that. I didn't know what my message was. I didn't know that I want to work with negative self-talker. And if you talk about negative self-talker, we all we all fit under that category. But by stating that I want to work with specifically negative self-talkers, that put people in a category, that narrow down what category of people that I want to work with. I don't want to work with everybody. I want to work with a small group of people who's constantly hearing that voice in their head. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not pretty enough. That voice is keeping you insecure and feeling lack of confidence. Those are the people I want to work with. Not everyone feel that way, and that's great. That is fantastic. And those are not other people. They're not my client. And so by narrowing down, who I want to work with and what am I helping them with? I'm helping them building their confidence. I'm helping them building their personal power so that they can do what they feel that they need to do in order to achieve their goal. That's what I want to work with. And so when I first came out of a coaching program, this is what I want. This is who I want to work with. I wanted to work with women between the age of 35 to 65 and who is looking for a life purpose, who is, looking for a sense of fulfillment and confidence. Well, kind of broad. And what is it that you're walking away with? You probably have to engage me and ask me and dive into a 1 hour conversation in order to know what is it that you can get out of. Whereas now, if you're a negative self-talker and you don't feel you have enough confidence, you feel insecure about yourself and what you do, you feel powerless, you need to talk to me. It's a lot more clear in narrowing down. So they call it niche, or I think Canada they call it niche, or something like that. So no matter where you are, what you do, we all have a story to tell. We all have a message that we want to share. And so I've been working on this 10-day speak up challenge because I want to share all these skills and tools that I have learned along the way, along the journey that brought me here, that I was able to create a brand, out of nothing. I had no marketing experience. I had nothing. And I'm able to create a brand to represent myself so that it makes me the expert in negative self talk. I want to be able to share that with people. I want to be able to help and support those who are still in that early stage, who are confused, who doesn't know that they have a theme in their message that they can turn into a brand. So those are the people who I truly believe they need to sign up to the 10-day speak up challenge. And there are people who say, well, I'm a very comfortable public speaker and I don't need that. Great. If that's the case, okay, that's not a problem. But I would love to see you putting out more, live event, live video, because if that's what you're telling me, then let's see that in your work. Let's see that as a reflection of who you are. So that's something that I've been working on for the last 2 days, which is why you haven't been able to join me on a coffee break. And this coffee break, the whole intention of this coffee break is so that you can come on here and you can join me, you can interact with me, ask me any question, and also subscribe to my channel, because throughout the year, I'm going to put out a lot of useful tips and strategy and tools that you can use and apply in your everyday life. I want to be that person who can share my value with you, because I truly believe that we can all contribute and we can bring our talent together so that our world this is a really cheesy statement, but I really believe that our world can be a better place. But yes, that's my goal, and that's what I want to do. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining me during my coffee break, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.